US prosecutors for the Department of Justice have just made a filing saying that they want Binance's CZ to remain in the US until his sentencing. And so in this video, we're going to look at what this means for CZ and what the likelihood of him actually fleeing the US is. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys, available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Good evening everybody, and a warm welcome back to Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. This is the channel where every single day I keep you informed and fully up to date on all the goings on in crypto. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. So today it's just a quick one, just a quick article that I found, and it's basically that the US prosecutors for the Department of Justice have just made a filing saying that they now want CZ to be forbidden from actually leaving the country at all until after his sentencing. So as always guys, let's just quickly read through this article and then we'll see what we can learn and then we'll comment after. So US prosecutors have pressed a federal judge on Wednesday to require Binance Holdings founder and former chief CZ to remain in the continental United States before his sentencing hearing on February the 23rd, according to a court filing. The US Justice Department on Wednesday urged the judge to require CZ to stay in the US and prevent him from returning to the UAE before his sentencing. CZ pleaded guilty on Tuesday to violating US laws to prevent money laundering. Previously, a DOJ spokesperson told Reuters that CZ was currently expected to stay in the Seattle area until Monday evening, but after that would be allowed to return to his residency in the UAE. So there's various reasons that a prosecutor might want to make this request. One of them being that they think that the suspect, or the person being charged, might actually flee the US, like they may have escaped previously and things like that. In which case, a judge usually grants the request. But I mean, in this case, he's a first offender. He's never done anything before. He's never been in trouble, I don't believe, with any government, not let alone just the US government. There is no proper victims to this crime except for the US government. And when I say that, I mean in comparison to, say, FTX, when they went down, there were just huge amounts of people that had lost huge amounts of money. No one's lost any money in this particular case. It's just the US government and are annoyed with him for breaking their own laws. And so this is what this is all about. But another reason, and this is most likely reason for me, is that the prosecutors may want to, well, two things. They may want to just make this seem much more serious than it actually is. And so they'll request that he stays as if he's going to be a flight risk, as if he's going to be looking to flee the country. There's no reason to think that, in my opinion, but they obviously have filed this anyway, and so if that is just the grounds, I couldn't imagine that a judge would stop him doing that. But also they may be seeking a prison sentence, and that's why they are asking that he not leave the country. So I mean, for example, if they're requesting a prison sentence or it's part of his plea deal, then when he gets sentenced in February, if he knows that he's going to be looking at a prison sentence, he might flee the country, even if he hasn't been, if he's never escaped before from custody or something like that. So there is actually various reasons why they can do it, and we probably won't actually know why they've decided to file this. I don't think he's a flight. I don't think he's at risk of escaping. If he even goes back to where he lives, back in the United Arab Emirates, they have extradition treaties with the US. So even if he went back there and decided, I'm not going to go back to the US and deal with the sentencing, which is highly, highly unlikely. This man's face is known everywhere. He's literally ran the biggest exchange in crypto, and he's been a figure. He's been a spokesperson as well as a CEO. He's always on CNBC and CNN and all the big media companies. So it's not like people don't know who he is and he can go into hiding. It's just not possible for somebody like him. So I can't imagine that he would even do anything like that, especially because he would end up just going back to the US anyway. And if he decided to flee or escape, run, go on the run, his sentencing is going to be, much, much worse, because he'll now have an extra charge onto his rap sheet, obviously. So I think this is just prosecutors hamming it up, making it look more serious and worse than what it is. I mean, this guy is actually really well liked still in crypto. He didn't build a massive company from breaking the law. He's been accused of breaking one law in the US. He hasn't been accused anywhere else. He's never been in trouble with the law before in any country. And he's built a global business, so... And there's been no victims in the terms of that. Nobody's lost any money because of him. So actually, there's nobody that's annoyed with him. No, he's very well liked, and he's been around a long, long time. And a lot of people have used his exchange without any issues whatsoever, and are still today using his exchange, or using Binance. It's not his anymore, but use Binance. It's still running just like normal right now as you're listening to this video. So it's quite a bizarre thing, and it's quite frustrating for everybody in the crypto community, because his it just looks like the US government are just going after sort of the main guy in crypto, the person that's running the biggest exchange in crypto. So we'll see. It's a bit of a shame for me personally. I don't see I don't know what's going on. It just seems to be a lot of unanswered questions, not with CZ and Binance, but more so with the US government. There seems to be a lot of secrecy behind the actual case, and they're kind of making out, because it's a criminal investigation, that they can't release certain details and documents. But they have done in the past with other cases. So it's really just a lot of unusual things that I'll go into in a further video. In a future video. But that's what I've got for you today, guys. Let me know in the comments box below, in the comments section below, what you think, and are you on CZ's side, or are you on the US government side here? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Take care.